Well, greetings to you. This morning I just want to have a little talk about leadership. Leadership is something of an ephemeral quality, of course, but there are some things that do need expanding on. And we've just seen a grotesque abandonment of the concept of leadership on our TV screens from the leader of Reform, and I will come on to that in a minute. Now, I have been, in my time, captain of cricket team, captain of rugby team, and the leader of a troop in the British Army and various other things. And so I've had some formal training in leadership, but basically leadership doesn't necessarily need formal training. What it actually needs is some common sense. And you could sum it all up, basically, with do as you would be done by. Now, loyalty is possibly the most important tenet of leadership. You cannot expect loyalty. You cannot demand loyalty just because you've got a pip on your shoulder, or you're a party leader, or you're the chief executive officer of a company. All of these things we see in society today. You have to be loyal, and you lead by example. You have to set by example, and that means do as you would be done by. And we've just seen a shocking example of how not to do it when I talk about Sarah Bochin, who, like most of us, like millions of us, getting absolutely fed up with the misrepresentation of our society in commercials on your TV screen, showing 80% of families shown on TV in commercials as being of mixed marriages, when the real figure is 3%. So it's a grotesque misrepresentation. And like most of us who get fed up with it, or most of us just learn to live with it, knowing it for what it is, she got really angry about it and she blew a top, understandably. And I suspect that a lot of us feel a lot of sympathy with her. So what the leadership of Reform should have done, and they didn't, was say, millions of people are absolutely fed up, and she exploded out of frustrated anger, and we all understand why. Because it seems to me, and it seems to us, it seems to everybody probably watching this clip, that you can only be a racist or be accused of racism if you are white. We've seen Scottish parliamentarians make the most outrageous racist anti-white speeches in the chamber.
Every chief executive of every council and every government department, white. Every director of a department in Scotland, white. Every principal of a college or university in Scotland, white. Every head teacher in Scotland, white. Every chair of a public sector body in Scotland, white. Every High Court judge in Scotland, white. Every prison governor in Scotland, white. Every editor of a news organisation in Scotland, white. Why?
We've seen celebrities like Lenny Henry, who seems to be able to say exactly what he likes, hostile to anybody with a white skin. We've seen Ali Barbara Brown, that woman who's always on the David Vine show, I think she works for The Guardian or something like that, who's outrageously hostile to white Middle England. And she's not afraid to say so. And she's not afraid to say so, is she? Because nobody's going to accuse her of being racist because she's got a dark skin. You can't run society with one rule for one and one rule for another. There's either racism, which in my view, and it's a fairly difficult concept anyway, nobody's really defined it, but I would say would be selecting for or against people on the basis of their skin colour, if I could say that in short, in a simplistic form. And the BBC can advertise, and they have done, on people wanting to employ people of a certain colour. Cutting out white Middle England. And it seems to be this fear of being accused of being a racist, which seems to be particularly virulent when you talk, when people from brought up in the home counties, middle class, and you watch the leader of Reform almost adopt the fetal position when Sarah was accused of racism, and he babbled and babbled, terrorised by this left-wing journalist, instead of standing up to her and saying, we're all fed up with it. We're all fed up with it. And mainstream media should be calling it out as well. But no, crawl into a little ball and hope the hell it goes away. Well, I suspect Sarah Bochin will be thinking, Right. There'll come a time when Nigel's looking for some loyalty and he can whistle Dixie as far as I'm concerned. Have a look at the clip. I think it's appalling.
The remarks were ugly, clumsy, put in a way that if you take them literally as they are on their own, you can put the worst of all interpretations on it. I understand the context in which she said it. I don't like the way in which she did it. I am very unhappy with her indeed. But if I felt the intention was deliberately and genuinely racist, I would have taken a different course of action.
As most of you know, my work is very heavily independently research-based. And I get my information from all over the world. It would help if you press the subscribe button and the little bell next to it, because the more subscribers I have, the more likely it is that international independent research institutes will share their material with me. It's most helpful, and then of course I automatically share it with you. So, surprise, won't cost you anything. Thank you very much.